Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we've got a couple of pass rush extraordinaires on display in this one. All-Pros Bobby Wagner and Von Miller.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Walls will try and run it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First and 10, Simeon. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. No, check, Patrick. Kill. Take. Watch him now. No, check, Patrick. Here we go now. Leopard. Here we go now. Check, Patrick.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
They'll run for it. Anderson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
All right, here we go. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
In motion left goes Sanders. To throw on second is Simeon. Buying time to his left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking deep for Demarius. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down.
Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now Simeon. Left side here to Sanders. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Fourth down, here's Lynch. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out.
I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I have a feeling about it. Let's go ahead and get it, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, I know one thing. They wish they had it back.
Yeah, they certainly do, but the buck stops with the head coach on that one. He has to green light that attempt.
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, you know, he'd say, file it away, lad, file it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it was really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. After the interception, here's Simeon. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man. Complete. 30, 20, 10, 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, 92 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And he's able to put it through. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now Wilson. Going to Rawls on the dump off. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A very solid gain of 27. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And now off to the races, down the right, and at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. So with that, we come upon the 2-minute warning here on the NFL on EA Sports. After the interception, here's Wilson. Down the top, Pecco. Getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. And even 40 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Here's Wilson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing is Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the 2nd half. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Adam Gotsis in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On second down, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off now, a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Simeon now on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a third down. A shotgun snap for Simeon. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Bobby Wagner able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
This will be taken very short. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Wilson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. To throw is Wilson. To throw on second down. Dancing to his left. Going to look deep for Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They're able to locate Wilson. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier complete.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Wolfe in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Wilson now looking to throw on second down. And my goodness, another interception. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field
Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Back to Philly. Here we go.
Simeon on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Virgil Green is tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Well, Charles, peeking back at Week 7 of the NFL season, as always, had some top performances. You and I were discussing Zeke Elliott off air, 3 touchdowns, 147 yards rushing. Who else did you like?
Oh, I liked Eddie Jackson in Chicago. The rookie free safety out of Alabama. 2 defensive touchdowns.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Now a play fake here on first down. And now here is another interception. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, 95 yards, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for